My new manager, who is also married, tried to sleep with me. Okay, so I just started a new job a couple weeks ago in sales. We have multiple different PMs that supervise different areas of sales. I'm still in training, so I don't even have a PM yet. But on my very first day at this job, one of the PMs, let's call him Jay, kind of singled me out from the rest of the trainees. Now, I'm not going to lie here. Jay is an attractive man, 35, and I am a 22-YO woman. I've already had a really bad experience with messing around with a boss. Before, so to say the least, I was definitely a bit hesitant to him flirting with me. For the first 2 days, he would come up and talk to me out of the 7 other trainees and no one else. I could tell that everyone was kind of noticing this, but no one said anything. On day 3, he waited until I was walking out of the building and asked for my number. He also tried to get me to come over, saying he was going to watch some basketball game and he had a bottle of tequila. I declined the offer, but I did give him my number. We began texting a bit daily. Red flags were popping up everywhere for me, but I was still kind of just feeling him out, LOL. He'd still come up and talk to me at work, but through text he was saying things like, 35 isn't too old, is it? Or when I brought up that he was a manager and I didn't want to do anything that would jeopardize my job, he said, nothing wrong with being friends, right? So you understand the vibes he was giving off? By the end of the week, he asked for my Snapchat because he wanted to be more discreet. I agreed and gave him mine and saw when he added me that he had just made that account specifically for texting me because he only had a Snap score of 1. This was where I started to suspect he might be in a relationship. He had told me he had a 2-year-old, but he hadn't said anything about the baby mom, and I had just kind of taken him at face value. I know, stupid, right? But right before the weekend, we played 21 questions where the questions got pretty dirty. I again told him that I wasn't planning on sleeping with him, but he seemed like he thought he could convince me. And honestly, he was right. But when the weekend came, he stopped responding to me. Throughout the whole weekend, he did not text once until Monday when he got to work. That put me on red alert because who doesn't have time to text on the weekend? Anyway, this past Wednesday, I finally got my answer. I was doing my work when I overheard a conversation he was having with a coworker. She had asked him when his baby was due, which he said September. When I tell you I was flabbergasted! As soon as I got the chance, I brought it up to him to see what he'd say, and again, he said yes, he was having a baby. But he didn't say one word about the woman who was going to give birth to his baby. At that point, I was done completely. He texted me after work about it, and I made it clear that I did not want to talk to him anymore because I knew he was in a relationship. At that point, he didn't deny it, he just accepted it, and we moved on. Well, it's been bothering me a lot. I keep on thinking about his poor girlfriend sitting at home, pregnant with his child while he's out here trying to have sex with someone over a decade younger than him.